at trigonometry. Specifically, we'll be looking at the trig ratio, and this is for right angle triangle. And the first thing we need to know is how to name the sides. Now we have trig ratio. The trig ratio is sin, cos, and tan, and this is short for sine, cosine, and tangent, right? So in order to understand this, a lot of students confuse it, right? But it's very simple. Now sin is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. We're gonna get to that. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, while tan is opposite over adjacent. And these are on your formula sheet, so you don't necessarily have to know the trig ratio out of your head, but it's good to know. Alright, now the first thing we need to know how to name the right angle triangle. So the simplest way is always remember this. The longest side is known as the hypotenuse. I'm just going to shorten it for HYP. You can do your research on that. So this is the hypotenuse, and it is opposite to the right angle. So you can just draw a dotted line, and the side that it touches, like this, that is known as your hypotenuse. Now the opposite and the adjacent are, yes, you know, they're interchangeable, so they can change, and it's based on the angle that you are looking from, or the angle that you are given. Say for example, this was 50 degrees. This, the opposite side would be, draw a dotted line, so this would be your opposite side. So therefore, this would be your adjacent. And remember guys, adjacent means beside. It's very important. Adjacent means beside. So it's a side that is beside the angle. Alright, let us look at another one to see if we can name them, because that is the most important part of the trigonometry. So let's say this was 60 degrees. Let us name the sides. Now always name the hypotenuse first. Why? It's constant, right? It doesn't change. So this will be your hypotenuse, so it never ever changes. It's the longest side that is opposite to the right angle. Now, to get the opposite, we need to look from the angle that we are given. So we are given this angle that is 60 degrees. So we draw a dotted line, and this would be your opposite. Therefore, this would be your adjacent. And we said that adjacent means beside. Now let us look at an example of how we can use the trig ratio. Now we use the trig ratio when we are given at least one side, and well, technically it will be two angles, because the right angle is a known angle to be 90 degrees and another angle. So basically we are given two angles and a side. We can find any side from that information. So let us look at that. Now, I'm going to teach you a very important thing. How do you know which one of the trig ratios to use? So let's say we are given this to be 60 degrees and this angle to be 12 centimeters. Now we are asked to find the length. So it says find the length of the side marked X. So basically we are looking for the length of this side, and we're going to use a trig ratio to get that. Now as I say, I'm going to teach you a method that is very effective to determine which of the trig ratios to use. But it involves some simple steps. First, we can just simply leave it. The angle that we're looking from is this, so therefore this would be your opposite. And as I say, the hypotenuse is opposite to the right angle. So therefore this will be your adjacent. Now I'm going to tell you a simple method. A teacher taught me this. She said so toa sin, cos and tan, right? So now we're going to use a little elimination method. It's very effective, and once you get to know it, it's very simple, and you can even ignore it after once you become a pro. Now, first thing, two things we need. One, the side that is given or known. What do we mean by that? Once you're given the length and you know the measurement, that. So we include that. And the next thing, we include the side, SIDE, the side we are looking for. Now the side that we are looking for would be this, right? So let us look in terms of the known. So first we are given the opposite side. So first we know opposite must be included. Let us look at this and see which one of them have opposite. Well, sin opposite over hypotenuse, cos adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. And we need our opposite must be included, so we can cross out this. Why? It doesn't have any opposite. So we can use cos. Alright, let us look at the side that is given, that we're looking for. The side that we're looking for is the adjacent. Now we're going to go up here and see which one of these are adjacent. Now this opposite and hypotenuse, so we know it's not that. So these are opposite and adjacent. So once it have those two things, the side that you're looking for and the side that you're given, then you know which one to use. So it's opposite over adjacent, so therefore it is tan. And tan is opposite of adjacent. And let us look how simple it is. The tan, the angle that we're looking from is 60. Tan 60 degrees is equal to opposite. So we know we must put it at the opposite over the adjacent. So you can just put that over 1. When you reach this stage, students tend to mix up the thing. What we're doing now is to basically like the cross multiply. So we want to get rid of the denominator, so it will be tan 60 times x is equal to 12. No, we do not want tan 60 to be with x, right? We want to get x by itself. So therefore we do the inverse of what's happening, and that would be to divide by 60. What you do to one side, you do to both sides. So therefore, let us tidy it up now. 12. Let's look at tan 60. Tan 60 is equal to 1.7320. And if you want a lot of accuracy, guys, you can just put more numbers go out. It becomes more.